Hey James, how you doing? Hey Dave. You still camping? Good, James. All right, did you have a good time? Daisy's good. Yeah, she's back to normal. Yeah, I'm uploading a video of that pond right now for you, Mystique. Yeah, she's back to her normal self, feeling good. Here's dance party. How about haunt? Sketch. Yeah, barely. Hey, Louisiana. Yeah, where you been, Louisiana girl? Where you been? Oh, wow, good for you, Dave. That's great. How much property? Yeah, I took one. In the evening when it looks the best. It should be popping up any minute. Yeah, like I said, these ponds don't throw me too much. Yeah, eating pretty good. Yeah, I am. Oh, good for you. Oh, 4 acres is plenty, believe me. Oh, sorry about that, Louisiana girl. Have you considered Mayo Clinic or Cleveland Clinic? Yeah, pina coladas, walking in the rain. Why not? David Goldstein. Rupert Holmes is his stage name. Another smart Jew. He's a playwright now. I think his best song was Him. Hey, Samka, how you doing? Oh, yeah, Daisy's eating like a maniac. Big time. Oh, okay, Louisiana. Best of luck to you. If you need any research done or anything, I could do it for you if you don't feel like it. Oh, good for you, Dave. Wow. Yeah, it was a good song. Yep. Oh, sorry about that happening to you. If it was me, I would do Cleveland Clinic. Yeah, it's upsetting. Don't you love that autocorrect? Oh, that's cool. There's some I saw when I went down to the dollar store, and from their parking lot you could see the tops of some big thunderstorms. And I looked it up, and it's just north of Athens, which is about, I don't know, 54 miles from here. But that shows you how far you can see those things. They're probably 29, 35,000 feet, something like that. Oh, good, Cynthia. Good. Those turkeys had a bunch of babies. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot. Because I did it before in Cleveland Clinic, and it's really expensive to stay on the hospital grounds. But just like 4 miles down the road is a town called Beechwood. It's really nice. It's like upper middle class. But there's a Super 8 there that's reasonable, and a bunch of other chain places you can stay, and it's not a bad drive, no traffic. There's a Cleveland Clinic in Florida too, but it doesn't get as good of ratings. I've found though that if you get board certified doctors in a specialty, I don't think there's a need to go to those places. If I think you know what you have, maybe you don't, and then that's when they're good, just because they see so many people from all over the world and have. There's a likelihood that they saw what you had and be able to recognize it. Hey, salty girl. Yeah, we've got a dollar store and a Dollar General. Hey, Debbie and Dave, how you doing? Oh, okay. Thanks, Simka. Yeah, the pond video is a few seconds longer, but I would have thought that would have posted. No, yeah, I'd probably go to Cleveland Clinic then. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, do you, Salty? Oh, do you really? Hey, Cassie, how you doing? I haven't seen them, Rosemary, and I don't live down there anymore, so I really haven't kept in touch with anybody. Marguerite moved, and even her daughter doesn't know where she's living. No, I'm going to Louisiana, girl. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, the books. You're right about that. Yep. That's a lot of the reason why I haven't done it yet. I don't think this is Tassie, man, you guys. Hey, Patrina. Yeah, good job. I see you. Yeah, it's not her. No way. Oh, thanks, Dave. Yeah, appreciate it. Nope. Oh, okay. No, what is that? I see you. I see that kook that shot up that parade in Illinois. His dad owns two businesses right around there. I bet that those places are going to be going out of business any day. And I see where the dad had co-signed for a gun for him at 19. My God. Imagine bringing some brat like that into the world. Yeah. Yeah, nobody gets worse service than me. Well, I guess you did if you couldn't respond to an email. Yeah, I was totally bored today. Just kind of laid around, didn't do anything. Everything's caught up around here. There's nothing to do. No, I mean, God knows what's going on there. We were just talking about that the other night, how, YouTube allows these channels and they don't do shit about it. And sure enough, he had 2 violent YouTube channels, which of course have been taken down. Are you really salty? No kidding, huh? Yeah, he's kind of strange looking. Oh, you're not kidding. What a wacko. Oh, good, Salty. Yeah, I saw that. I see you, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be taking any road trips for a while. I got to move my stuff down here and build this house, and I haven't been in the greatest frame of mind. Road trips are great when you got everything organized and stable at home, but when they're not, I just don't. It's almost like I don't feel like I deserve to go on a trip. Hey, Slim. Hey, Sue. How are you? Hey, Jay. Yeah, I saw that ICU. Yeah, more women's clothes. It's just crazy. I don't know what would possess somebody to do that. I'm moving to Crawfordville, Georgia, where I'm at right now. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I will sell it. Yeah. No, you weren't timed out because of your jokes. That was an accidental timeout. It is salty. It's crazy. I did. Yeah, I did live down for about 6 months back in like '86. I wouldn't be down here if I didn't have some business opportunities. I didn't have any in Michigan. That's the only reason I came down here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them. Yep. Yeah, I kind of, I'll tell you one thing that would have kept me there. If Michigan had winters like they had when I was growing up, I would have stayed because I really like snow and ice and snowstorms. But I'm telling you, I was up there 10 years and I lived in Chicago almost 12 before that. And the winters are nothing. You're lucky to get one, good snowstorm, and then it melts a week later. It's just, the climate has changed. I'm not so sure why, but it just got to where I'd pretty much tapped out everything up there that I wanted to do. So I just thought I'd get out of Dodge. Yeah, I really like that, and honestly, I mean, I just don't see myself going back there. Seems like whenever I leave a place, I'm gone for good. I haven't been back to Chicago once. I left there 10 years ago. I mean, I'm from Michigan, but I've left it a few times, and you guys know I was always out driving around checking out things, and really I kind of was running out of things to do that interested me. Yeah, right, Louisiana girl, yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm not as enthused about a fresh start as I used to be. I don't get shit done still. I mean, I'm better than I was, but not a lot. Yeah. Well, I'm sure if I would have never been able to move, I've done it a bunch of times and start over, that I would have blamed my state of mind on never being able to move, trapped in a job I didn't like. Well, I've moved a bunch of times, munching good places, had a good time there, and I just get some. After about 10 years, to tell you the truth. But this one, at this age, I got an idea this is very well going to be my last stop. Yeah, getting old, you're right. Hey, Julie, how you doing? No, I never did start a channel. He's been really down in the dumps lately, like super depressed. I call him, but he doesn't talk like he used to. And actually, his dad texted me the other day and wanted me to get a hold of him. He was kind of worried about him. He was really depressed. He's very sensitive. He went to a conference with his dad up in northern Michigan, and somebody made a comment about the souvenirs he bought there. Said that he should have went to Chicago instead. And that's all he's talked about since he got back from the trip 3 weeks ago. It drives him nuts. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, but to be honest with you, I've never really been into houses, to tell you the truth. I mean, I'd sleep in a garage if it was up to me. I would, just to have air conditioning. I've been watching TV, which I hadn't done in a long time, and maybe read my books, but I'm just not into like all this crap hanging on the walls and having this kind of flooring and those kind of windows and the metal roof, and I don't give a shit. Yeah, I mean, he keeps talking about a YouTube channel. I mean, that's a double-edged sword. On one hand, I wish he would have done it because I think it would give him a social life. People are cruel, but I would have babysat it for him, and he just never really seemed to want to get around to doing it. And on the other hand, if I'm down here, I couldn't watch it like I would if I was living there. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Party time is right. So I don't know. Like I said, I take it a day at a time. My days, I can't, half the time I'm not even sure what day it is. Doesn't matter to me. Weekend, weekday, they're all the same. Well, I can tell you this. I mean, I've certainly, if you've been on the channel, I've definitely had my problems with mental illness, which I'm sure I'll go to my grave with them. You try and like take the edge off, but, as time went on and I kept moving and changing places and jobs and houses and starting new businesses, I ran out of that being exciting too, to tell you the truth. It's going to take a miracle for me to get enthused about anything. Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about last night in the chat, I'm well aware that, things could be worse. I could be a quadriplegic and in a assisted living care facility running out of money. I get all that. But I don't have that. And, you can only reflect on what you're experiencing. And even though I'm sure if I spent a day in that lifestyle, I'd realize how good I have it here. It just doesn't really work that way. I know there's worse things out there, but I'm not experiencing them. I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing. You know what I mean? Oh, good for you, Louisiana girl. Julie, are you on the World Wide Web? Daisy's so weird. She's really feeling good. She loves the hell out of Marty. So I wanted to see if she wanted to go bye-bye. I went up to Dollar Store. She didn't want to go. She wanted to sit on the bed with Marty. And she decided she'd go, and she wouldn't get in the truck. So I came back, and she was sleeping on the bed with Marty. And I heard her whining. She wanted to be out here on the porch while I was talking. It's weird. Hey, Jackie. Marty used to be go to bed real early. And ever since he got COVID, I got it from him. He's had a hell of a time sleeping. So he used to go to bed like 7, stuff like that, where I'm a late night guy. There's sometimes he's getting up and I'm just going to bed 3, 4 in the morning. There may be something to this blessings in disguise. I don't know whether it's blessing, shit luck, fate. I don't know what the hell it is, but both of us don't really hang around people. And my friends ask me, they can't believe that I've been down here 2 months and like we get along, no disagreements. And his family's asking him that all the time. Yeah, I think me too. That's why I like driving. It's a good distraction. I agree with you, Dave. Yeah, we get along fine. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird, to be honest with you. I never hung around anybody like this. Yeah, destiny. I don't know if that's real, though. I know that's how they explain it. But I don't know that there's a game plan for it, like serendipity. Yeah, I pretty much tapped out my stuff, though. I will go to Atlanta and talk. There's a lot of interesting people around here to interview. I just don't have any of my stuff. Yeah, I hope it's out of my hands. Really, I never thought I'd live in Florida. I never thought I'd live in Chicago. Certainly never thought I'd live in Georgia for the second time. Never thought I'd live in West Branch. Yeah, you might be right about that, Dave. Yeah. I had a couple of wackos as parents. You just don't know where to draw the line in, genetics, upbringing, what caused what. Oh, the Coke factory? Yeah, you ever go to Varsity Hamburgers when you're there? Nah, I would check on the baby buzzards, but I'll tell you, I'd go in there every day. It was up to me, but Marty's a big animal nut. I am too. And really, honestly, I don't want to disturb them. If you notice, they were scared. And I'm going to go in there. They're going to have a few more feathers than they had before. So honestly, I just try and discipline myself to stay out of their business. You know what I mean? Just wish the best for them. I'd love to go in there every day and see how they're doing. And if I was set up and I had my equipment down here, I'd put a GoPro in there. I think they're fascinating. But no, I haven't checked on them. Oh, really? Yeah, so they're cool birds. We've had them lit. We've got a couple kinds of buzzards down here, turkey vultures. The dark-headed ones are the ones near the house, and I'm not sure which ones are back there. I never see the mother close. No, I'm the same way, Louisa girl. I can't do it either. No, I do the same thing. I'm the same way. I bet they'll. Yeah, they might not. You might be right. Yeah, I just try not to bug them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm kind of. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm on edge, but I do know I'm chronically depressed. Like nothing like excites me. You know, I just think I've been in this frame of mind for quite a while. Hey, Mary. I just got a thing for the. Here's a little thing. I dwell on like the stupidest shit. Like I fucked up this four-wheeler by putting the wrong fuel in it, and it's not running. Can't get it started. Gotta take it to the dealer. Pain in the fucking ass. And that shit really gets me down. Stupid shit like that. But let me give you an example. So I was gonna hire a couple. You know, I want to get divorced, right? So, which is not that big a deal. I haven't lived with my wife since '98. Haven't seen her in 15 years. It just was a financial agreement on some property. So I figure I'm going to get around to doing it. Plus, it was fucking up my goddamn Medicare. They said that I had a wife that was working and she had insurance and the claims should be sent there. And it was just a mess. I was constantly battling to get something paid, even though I paid full premiums for, you know, going on 2 years now. But anyhow, so I decided to do this. I had two other law firms, but as the early stages went on, you know, like they wanted me to send a check. They claimed they had an office in Palm Beach. Well, why am I sending the check to Jacksonville? A couple of conversations with them and a free consultation. I thought, I don't think so. The second one, we were having a conference call, and supposedly the dentist got a toothache, so they changed it. And then they called back and they wanted a 1 minute or a 1 hour consultation. It's like, I don't want a fucking consultation, goddammit. There's no kids. You know, I haven't lived there. I want a goddamn divorce is what I want. I'm not spending an hour at $400 telling you when I can just tell you in 30 seconds. So that ended that one. Well, the third guy I like too. Well, you fill out this application, like assets and all this bullshit. And they get a hold of me right after I send it. You know what happened? I drank a bunch of coffees at that bagel place when I was down there in Hilton Head. You couldn't even read my damn handwriting. It was hard to do. I was trying to do it as good as I could too. It's like you kept filling up my coffee and I hadn't had it in a long time. So they called up and said that they couldn't read the address of my home address in Michigan. So I emailed it to them. That's one time. About a week later, they emailed me and said they needed my home address. I mailed it to them a second time. Now on 4th of July, the attorney himself says, hey, we need your home address. Now that kind of shit starts getting my nerves. So I emailed them back, and you know how you can misinterpret an email? It's like, hey man, I'm not being rude. I put it in parentheses, but I've emailed you this address 3 times, and you might want to check your spam or junk folder, because I've done this 3 times. I've got copies of it. And he sent back an email apologizing, you know, and evidently there's, I don't know what the hell, inter-office people are on extended vacation. I don't know what the hell it is. But that's the kind of stupid shit that gets me dwelling on things and making me second guess whether I got a good guy in my corner or not. Yeah, I've been reading about that my whole life. They say genetics plays 50%. But when you go and you track down the origins of that, it's like, who said it? Where? When? Where is it documented? I mean, that's the thing about the internet. It's really good for some things. But on others, there's just a bunch of bullshit out there, and you can't track it back to the source. Yeah. So anyway, everything got filed. I'm so uninterested. This is how, like, part of it's depression. Part of it's just uninterested. Uh, here, let me give you an example. Like, I do want to get divorced, not for any great reasons, mainly a formality, and I want to get my equity out of that place. You know, I got her to tell me one day, and I sent her a couple nice oil paintings I had to hang up in the bed and breakfast. You know, her mother died and didn't have as much money as I thought she did. And she could only come up with about $250 grand. So I thought, well, that isn't going to do it. And then when I sent her these oil paintings, uh, I made a comment. I said, "Oh, you're probably going to be one of these old ladies hanging out at that bed and breakfast till you're 90." And she said, "Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to." And once she said that to me, I thought to myself right then, well, if that's what your plan is, I'm not waiting that long. And right after that, I got the wheels rolling. I mean, we're not getting back together. She'd lived with a guy for 10 or 15 years. And I thought to myself, then I hate to do this, but I'm going to get divorced. So, and to be honest with you, when I left Michigan, I was not exactly in the greatest frame of mind. And it's not argumentative. It's not like we've had a problem. I mean, we got along great. But, just once in a while you'll have a thought. And I thought to myself, I don't want to talk to her anymore. And here's another thing, too. I even had financing lined up for her to buy me out. She could have never got that on her own. So I couldn't have done more due diligence to make it work for her. I even got her financing from a private source, my buddy. He's still willing to pay her what she's got to pay me, or give a little more to just get her out of there, and then we sell it. I mean, I'm not saying I deserve a white hat over this, but, this hasn't been a contentious divorce in any way. But once I got that paltry offer, knew she didn't have any money, I just thought to myself, when I flick the switch on something, whether it's a relationship or, and I've told some of my clients over the years, you know what, this just is not working. I just don't like dealing with you. You bitch about everything. I dread when I see your name on the caller ID. You're never happy with anything I do. So this should be good for you too. I don't want to do business with you anymore. I do it on people on YouTube and everything. It just gets to a point where I don't want to have any more contact with you. So once I decided to hire an attorney, now I'm represented, so all the communication is going to go through me. So this isn't going to be a type setup now where we're 30 years old, it's on again, off again. I'm going to go down there and we're going to fuck for 3 hours and work things out on our own. I mean, those days are long gone. This is a different scenario. I want to put it behind me, and I just assume all the communication goes through a lawyer. Hey, Brian. You know what I mean, Mystique? I mean, shit, when you were young, I mean, it wasn't all bad. I mean, I try and tell it like it is, not candy coat it. Yeah, sorry about that, Jennifer. I know the feeling. Yeah, well, I'm trying to put it in terms of experience that everybody can understand. Yeah, that was the great equalizer back in the day. Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, good. Bing. Oh, cool, Mary. They publish a book. You can get it in that bookstore down there in Traverse City. It's Animal Prints of Michigan. All the prints of animals. Yeah, you're right, Jennifer. Oh, thank you, Louisiana girl. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's around the corner for me. The good news is when you're this depressed, you don't really give a fuck. I mean, you hope it's something good, but it isn't like I'm all upset about my future. I told you, if I'd have known that lightning was going to strike that goddamn tree a couple days ago, I'd have walked down there with a fucking umbrella. Yeah, you're right, Mystique. Yeah, I mean, I've even like I like Daisy, but I'm telling you, I was over animals when I put those last two. This is how far I've digressed. I used to like really love my animals, think about them all the time, be all fucking worried. I'm not that way anymore, to be honest with you. I had those miniature greyhounds, which are a pain in the ass. And after I had to put both those to sleep, I didn't want a dog. And the only reason I got to know Daisy is because I took the lady to get her. I knew the dog had been abused and given up a few times, and the old lady couldn't walk her. So I did a lot of shit with Daisy, just for the same reason I don't harass the turkey vultures. I knew Daisy was a young dog that needed walks, so I took her for walks, took her swimming, gave her baths, just doing the right thing. It wasn't like I wanted Daisy to be mine. It was just like I didn't even like doing it that much, to be honest with you. I just thought it was a young dog that got fucked over, and I would try and make it good. That's all. So then the old lady had to leave, and then, she said, "Do you want Daisy?" And it's like, no, I don't. And then I thought about it and had a fucking conscience attack, so I took Daisy. But, just about a week ago, Daisy really likes Marty, big time. I said, "Hey, why don't you just take Daisy? She really likes you a lot." And he said, no, you should have her. And it's like, no, she really goes to bed with you and all that stuff. He said he didn't want another dog. Something happened to me. He said he'd take her in a heartbeat. And she can stay with him as much as I want. So yeah, I mean, I think they're cool. I like them and stuff. I don't mind helping them out. Like I helped the turtle across the road the other day. I'd give these buzzards some vitamin B if they needed it. I'd help a fish that jumped out of the water, all that. But I'm not like I used to be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want any responsibility. I don't think she would miss me, to tell you the truth. Not with Marty, I don't. I know, I've never had this happen in my life where a dog like somebody a lot like this, especially her. Yeah, it wasn't because I'm gonna like kill myself or anything. She's got a good home. That was the whole plan from day one. It isn't like, I just like couldn't live without her and then all of a sudden I want to give it away. It's not like that. I didn't really want her to begin with. I was just doing the nice thing and doing the right thing. I swear to God, there's a difference. But I'm not like I used to be with my dogs. Pets, anything. I'm just like kind of middle of the road. That's not to say that I'm not caring for them, but I'm not enthused like I used to. I don't think she would, David. No, I don't think she would. Yeah, I mean, she does, but she likes Marty as much or more than me. I swear to God. She does. Yeah, she jumped up on his chest when he was laying on the couch tonight when he got home. He fixes her special meals, gives her baths, takes her swimming. I mean, they get along great. It's crazy. Nah, fuck no. No, I don't. I don't want two places. I don't really want to go back to West Branch. I mean, uh, West Branch is good. I had a good time there. I liked it. I'm glad I did. But there's too many opportunities for me down here. I don't want to do PI work. I'm not going to get hired by anybody worth a fuck. This guy is always into all sorts of shit, and I'm going to be able to do something in that. Other than that, that's the number one reason I'm here. Well, the only reason, really, is opportunities. That's it. I don't have any in Michigan. No, the divorce doesn't bother me a bit. I swear to God. There is no, I'm telling you, maybe a 1% that I'm giving up the only person that I knew that long, and she knew my parents, and not that that means shit. I mean, a little bit, maybe 1%, I swear to God, but I'm not like, I never want to get back together. I haven't seen her in 15 years. I'm not going to be talking to her anymore. It's like, fuck it. She's been down there riding a fucking big cock for 15 years anyway. I mean, you try and put that out of your mind. That never really bothered me that much either. It's kind of like the Daisy story. You know, I'm telling you, if I was 35 years old and my wife was down there living with the guy, I'd have had a fucking fit. I'd have been down there scoping that place out all the time, trying to kick his ass, getting in trouble. So maybe it's just come with age, you know, that I'm just fucking mellowed out. As far as I can tell, it's a lack of human growth hormone. That's what really gives you your oomph. It's not what everybody thinks testosterone. You know? I mean, you guys will say, oh, Daisy, you know, oh yeah, Daisy, you're gonna miss Daisy, you know, you love Daisy. Yeah, I know why you think that, okay? But when I just tell you a story like I don't care that my wife's getting banged in every possible position there is for the last 15 years, I hope it makes it clearer to you that something's happened to my emotions. You know, I don't seem to give a fuck about anything. Putting applications in for what, Julie? Yeah, I don't even think it's that, to be honest with you. I mean, I am fucking... Yeah, well, maybe that's why. That could be the answer for me then. Oh, really, Laura? Yeah, I just don't think I'll probably never have a relationship again, which I don't care about, really. It doesn't really interest me, to tell you the truth. It's nothing like when you were young, but I blame that on not knowing shit. You know, when you're young, you don't know fucking shit. You actually, you know, I think you get uh, influenced by all this bullshit you see in movies and, you know, this that you're gonna find true love someday and all this kind of horseshit. I just don't think it was in the cards for me. And even if I was doubtful in that, you know, when I decided to leave my wife, I remember thinking to myself, it's like, you know what? I'm not really into this shit too much. I better just fuck around, watch Pornhub, sleep in. I don't want a goddamn girlfriend, really. And sure enough, I had one for about 6 months in '98, and I couldn't wait to get rid of her. Oh, good for you, Brian. Yeah, I just don't, you know, I think, I've said this before, I think it's all hormone based. You know, when you're young, it's hormones controlling everything. And now that that's tapered off, you know, I just like, drift in life. Yeah, but there's a big difference between a relationship at my age and one when you're in your 30s. You know, you look at people when they break up when they're in their teens or their 20s, their 30s. I mean, they're banging somebody in 2 weeks. There's people waiting in line. But when you're older and shit, it almost seems like a product of loneliness. That's one thing I'm not. You would think loneliness would plug into this equation, but it really doesn't. Unless I'm just that far out there that I don't even recognize my own emotions. But I'm not lonely, really. I mean, the thought of a relationship, I think, I don't have anything to offer anyway. I don't. I get bored and grouchy, and I just couldn't stand somebody around that much. Yeah, she was pretty and smart. She ended up marrying an Illinois state trooper. Yeah, her kid's the one that pitched for the that San Diego baseball team. Yeah, she was a dental assistant. Yeah, she was pretty. I mean, I noticed about that age too that I still liked pretty, but it didn't influence me like it did when I was younger. She came down to visit me in Chicago before I'd met her, and she got off the train. And I remember thinking, "Wow, this girl is cute." But it worked a little bit, but just dumber than a fucking box of rocks. You couldn't talk to her about anything. You'd just be pissed off all the time. You might as well run it by a old shoe. Yeah, Louisiana girl though. I think that I even bought a book on loneliness, and I'm thinking I could be so fucking out there and so out of touch with my own emotions. Maybe I am fucking lonely, you know. And then I read about a chapter, and it's like, fuck this. I'm not lonely. I'm fucking depressed. That's true and miserable. I would agree with, but I don't think I'm lonely. No, you're right about that. No, you're right about that. Yeah, you're right. Big tramp stamp on her ass. Collagen injected all over her face. Big ring coming out of her nose. Purple hair. Fake tits. Fucking gross. Yeah, well, I hope you do, Louisiana girl. And you watch these soap operas and all this bullshit. No wonder people watch them. They have these like older, attractive people like falling in love. And here's the thing too. It's like I quiz people about this stuff when I'm talking to them, and almost everybody my age, they all say if something happened to my wife, there's no way I'd get remarried again. Now, why are they saying that? And that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not going to have a wife pretty soon. I really didn't have one anyway. I mean, legally I did. But shit, man. Yeah, I think Louisiana girls in the position a lot of married women are in. That's why affairs and all that stuff happen. Your husband's been bitching at you for not losing 10 pounds of fat off each ass cheek. And you're telling him to go fuck himself. And then he goes to work and his coworkers getting him a Dunkin' Donuts coffee with just what he likes in it and telling him how good he looks and he deserves to be happy. And before you know it, they're banging it out in a hotel someplace until you catch them. I mean, that's not a way to like fix anything, but I understand why it happens. No, I think you've summed up a lot of relationships, Louis, as a girl. I think there's millions of women just like you and millions of men, the same deal. Yeah, no, that's well put, Rita. Isn't that the truth? It's like good fences make good neighbors. Yeah. And one thing I don't care about either is like they say you get old, you're not going to have anyone. That's fine with me. I'm not worried about the end of the road and what I'm going to have. Hopefully they'll be able to, shoot me up with morphine. I won't give a shit. Oh, really, Louisiana? Yeah, it doesn't bother me. If I ever die unexpectedly, and you would probably find out about it. There's a couple of you people. Actually, you know what, Mary? I'm going to send you Marty's phone number tomorrow. I'll send it to you too, Simca. Because if I just didn't do YouTube one day, you'd be wondering what the fuck happened to me. 2 weeks go by. Read it too. Read it too. And you'd be able to find out. If anything, I can ask you this: if we've developed any kind of relationship since we met on YouTube, if anything should ever happen, an untimely death, whatever, I get in a car accident, have a heart attack, whatever, I ask that everybody watch Debbie Does Dallas from beginning to end and think of me. Yeah, I got some Coors Light. Yeah, you're right, man. It's usually the man, though, statistically, Simca. Yeah, but Faye, I'm not knocking you. I'm not criticizing you, but that sounds like some Oprah bullshit. Happiness is within. Thank you, Bopak. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Yeah, good luck, man. I don't know. How many people do you think, if you were just throwing out a number, Louisiana girl, just throwing something out there? I mean, really, that's a big order. How many people do you think die happy and satisfied? If you were just going to, any of you people out there, if you were just going to pull something out of your ass with no research, if you were just going to put a percentage, how many people would you say end up leaving this world? What percentage are happy? Thank you, Rita. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Rita. I know I can count on Rita for this for sure. Yeah, there you go, Julie. There's some reality. Yeah, that's about around where I would guess it. Oh, thank you, Louisiana girl. God. Yeah, truly satisfying. But here's the thing, Louisiana girl. Here's another way to look at it too. That truly satisfying is a joke and an unrealistic goal to begin with. That if it wasn't for everybody being so narcissistic and self-centered, uh, that 30 wouldn't seem so bad. But everybody has this expectation that they're deserve to be like fulfilled and happy, and it seems like more of a myth than a reality. Yeah, Billy Boy, that's true, but I mean, this is more of a theory and a philosophy than it is a reality. I have met people that have, you know, had relationships like that, but they're very far and few in between. It is sad, yeah. Oh, 100%. Wow. But the 100% is looking back. It's not current. And I'm not so sure that's fair. A fair analysis. Uh, Peace? Yeah, Billy Boy. Julie wants to know that. Yeah. When the ship sailed, honestly, I think I was about 36. I mean, I had a couple fuck buddies, was lined up to blowjobs pretty regularly. And that all died about 8 years ago, which I didn't really give a shit about, to tell you the truth. So I don't know what ship you're sailing, the big ship or the medium-sized ship. Oh, good for you, Billy Boy. Oh, 52. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, Mystique. Oh, yeah, that is sad. That's sad, Mystique. But that's a pretty high number, too. Yeah, that all dried up about 8 years ago. Yep. Hey, Mike. Hey, Shad X Dow 5. Yeah, I don't really care about it that much. Yeah. I will tell you this, though. I'm 100% in agreement with that getting old sucks. And I think what I'll hang my hat on is that I'm no longer naive. And if you look at history, and I look at the last 20 years of my life, you'd have to be a fool to think they're going to be any better than that, and those weren't that great. So, I mean, unless you're, retarded, anybody that just runs around talking about how great life is at 66 got to have a fucking screw loose. Because what do they base that on? Oh, that's nice of Louisiana. That's kind of like the answer I'd give. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Yeah, he does. Yeah, even 55 sucks. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, yeah, I think I do know what's on the next page, Rita. Yeah, yeah, I do know what's on it. That's the problem. Yeah, it has a lot to do with Shad X. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I mean, now I'm not knocking anybody, Simka, Julie, but really, I'm not criticizing. You guys know how I feel about religion, but let's say you're a committed Christian, okay? Or you're a Jew for Jesus or whatever you're into, right? And you're reading all this stuff, and you're really both feet in, and you have a pastor, or a rabbi, or a minister, and you're getting marriage counseling, and you're reading all this stuff in the Bible, or the Old Testament, and you're going to classes, and you're just like holding hands, and you're bringing back the passion, and you're watching old Oprah interviews and Sally Jesse Raphael, and you're even spending $5,000 on a 2-week retreat where you can make love like you did when you were 18, even though your husband hasn't got a good heart on in the last 20 years. My point here is that you're really committed to trying bringing back the old days. You really want this thing to fly, and you don't want to have any discernible difference between when you were young and in love and having great sex and truly had big time, high energized feelings to when you're 55, 60 and you need 2 ounces of KY jelly, a dirty movie playing in the background. You've taken the high road that you're going to be on a spiritual journey to where you two can bond like you did when you were younger. I don't know of anybody that has pulled this off long term, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's somebody out there doing it. Yeah, I believe it, Shara. They say that that was for a while the number one place for HIV was old folks' homes because when I'm 90, I'm not wearing a rubber. Yeah, but Billy Boy, I know it does. But anytime I hear of these people in their 70s, or I see these two nerds that are on Oprah, they're 75 and claim they're screwing like they're 16. The only thing I can think is that they must have had like almost a nothing sex life their whole life. And maybe each of them married prudes, and by the time their spouses kicked off and they got together with some new sex, it was exciting enough to make it seem like what most people experienced in their teens and early 20s. In other words, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They wouldn't know a good piece of ass that smacked them in the head. I don't know. No, don't feel bad, Louisiana girl. I mean, you're going to have the guy you have an affair with do that shit. You got a tall order in. Yeah, you're probably right about that. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said, though, Simka. I mean, I wish I could get into stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to be insulting or, just because we're not on the same page with beliefs. I mean, I don't want to, say anything that sounds insulting, but, maybe, I don't know if that's a part of my brain missing or what. I mean, let's take an example. So I go to a Christian thing and I get into it both. I get into it both feet. and I'm reading all this stuff, and I'm around fellowship, and I believe in God, and God wants me to have a loving relationship and all this shit. And then the entire time, in the back of my mind is this voice saying, there's no way I can bang this lady. I mean, she's 30 pounds overweight. She's not that good looking. She thinks blowjobs are dirty. And here I am caught up in this web of like trying to pretend that this is all fun and exciting and it's going to last forever. And I just can't bullshit myself like that. I mean, it's terrible. I wish I could. Oh yeah, I think I got one, yeah. Yep. I don't live there anymore, William, and it got too dangerous and most of the girls left. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. No, I know it doesn't, Simka. No, you're right. I agree, yeah. It used to be exciting. It's not anymore. It's not anymore. No, they're not. No, you're right about that. You know, I had a good priest friend that died about 10 years ago, unfortunately. Good guy. And I believe this too. I've never experienced it, but he said that you'll never have better sex in your life than in a committed Christian relationship. And you know this too, Simka. And I'm not trying to start an argument, but you know, Christianity, the woman's supposed to submit. That's part of her role. Yeah, I bet I do, Simka. I think I do. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep, I think I do. Oh, really, Michael? Good for you. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, I think I probably do have a distorted idea of it. Oh, you're divorced now. Oh, okay. Yeah, submit to stack. Read that Bible, Juliet. Do you want to go inside, huh? I think Daisy wants to go and hang on one second. You want to go inside? All right, okay. Shouldn't have come out here to begin with. Hang on one sec. Be right back. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming. Okay, I'll let you in, huh? You want to go in with Eddie? Quiet, hon. God damn dog's barking now. See why I don't want a dog? Come on, not out here. Coming out? Come on. God, you're a pain in the fucking ass. I know, you're a good girl. Yeah, I know. You sit down and relax, hon. Good girl, eh? Yeah, you're a good girl. I know. She wants me to go inside. Good girl, honey. Yeah, you are a good girl. Yes, you are a good girl. Yes, you are. Yeah. Yep. You're a good girl. I know. Good girl, honey. Good girl, hon. You want to go inside? You see why I don't want Daisy anymore? You go inside and quit bothering me. See, she's feeling back to normal. All right, okay. Go on. Yeah, submit to Daisy. I do. No, she wants me to come inside. Now, what she'll end up doing is getting up on. I leave the louvers open so you can see out. I hope she gets up on top of the couch and can see me and hear me and look out. I don't want her waking Marty up. No, you're right, Shira. No, she's been eating like a madman. Yeah, I think that I think Symphony nailed it. I think you're right. I have a distorted view. Probably true. What is the guide stones? I don't even know what that is. What is it? Shut up. Now she's barking where Marty's sleeping. Yeah, there you go, Shadow. 5. Did she wake you up?
No. Let's come to her potty.
No, she's been out here for 2 hours.
Oh.
Then she wanted in. Then I let her out. Now she wants in. I was hoping she'd get up on top of the couch and see me through the louvers. Goddamn dog. I was just telling people I was trying to give her to you.
She's a good dog.
No, but she wants me inside.
Come on, well, she's looking out for you.
Oh, she's been out here 2 hours. You weren't sleeping, were you?
Yeah, I was asleep, but I mean, I'm fine. Good to see him wake me up.
Next time I'll put her in the car then. See, she's feeling good now.
Yeah. She talks. She's smart.
No, she's a smart dog, but this is the downside of that. She thinks I'm trying to bullshit her.
You liked her better when she was not moving around.
Yeah, I hope she gets sick again. I told these people I was trying to give her to you.
Yeah, she's going nowhere. She's got home. She's home.
Now, if you get her in your room and shut the door, she'll go to sleep. But sorry about that. I was trying to keep that from happening. Fucking wakes Marty up. He's got a sleeping problem, and he's not mad at all. This guy's a prince. Marty. Yeah, Subway was terrible. I couldn't finish it all. Hey, Mark. What is Georgia Guidestones? What is that? Yeah, Marty's like the chillest guy ever, man. The easiest, nicest guy you'd ever meet in your life. Let me give you an example. I talk about him all the time. Let me give you an example. So, he owns property. And I told you guys, that's where the money's at. Buying property, right? So he's got this 300 acres that he ended up with after he'd already made a few $1 million on breaking this property up. So it's worth like $7,000 an acre, so $2.1 million. Now, there's some areas around here that people are really looking to buy, development, that kind of thing. So he says to me, I was talking to him yesterday on the phone, he said, this property is really hot right now, I'm going to sell it. And I've already had a couple people approach me. And I said, "Are you going to sell it yourself?" He said, "No." He said, "I've got a niece that's into real estate, and I'm just going to let her list it." So he let her list it this morning at 11 o'clock, and they got an offer on it for full price at 11:15 a.m. And she's going to make $100,000. And his argument is that everybody needs to like have a piece of cut of the pie, and that's going to be good income for her because, it's been kind of a weird market. Things are selling quick and it's hard to get the listings next. But that just shows you what kind of guy this is. This girl is getting $100,000 on this $2.1 million sales that he could have easily avoided and just sold it himself, but he wanted her to get a cut of the pie. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a super great guy. Yeah, no, he really is a prince of a guy, man. Nicest guy I'd ever meet in your life. There's nothing that upsets this guy. Oh, wow, Brian. Huh. What a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, I agree, Cynthia. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's such a nice guy. Like, his wife's nice, too. It's like, I don't want to, like, create any problems. Like, I guess his wife's thinking about coming over here, which is cool. I get along with her. I don't really, but I know, like, I wouldn't want somebody around all the time. So I said, well, how about she comes over here and I go over to Hilton Head? I'll just feed the cats and dogs, fuck around. He said, no, no. And they both tell me, they'll get me aside and they'll say, hey, look, we want to straighten out something right now. If we didn't want you down here, we would have never had you down here. And if you were getting in the way or something was uncomfortable, we would both tell you, for sure. Subway's terrible. Yeah, you tell me what you want, Brian. I'll get you all the shit you want. There's still a ton of shit in that American Pickers building that I can get you cheap that you could sell. You want to come down to Dothan, Alabama with a trailer? I'll get you lined up with all sorts of cool shit. Cheap. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy can line you up for sure, big time. Fuck, yeah. Plus, his wife volunteers at a place in Hilton Head for one of those consignment shops. You wouldn't believe the cool shit they got in there. Big time. Hey, Heretical. Yeah, the beer belly is your omentum. That's what it is. It's the omentum. Why would somebody blow that up? For what reason? Yeah, there's a bunch of them around here. No, Mystique said it was styrofoam to look like granite. Yeah, good point, Rita. Now you're talking my language. It was good. It was really good. Shrimp pizza was good. That's right, Simka. Looks like we got a thunderstorm coming in from the northwest. Oh, good for you. Oh, do they type? Yeah. Yeah, there's some older women that own this place. They sell like frozen fish and fresh shrimp. They do freeze them because they get them down there near Savannah. And 2 pounds, $20 are really good. Yeah, I hear some coming in now. You can see them in the distance. I'll switch this back to normal so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, I like them. Hey, Sonia. Some people think they're too loud, but that just goes to show, when we're talking about relationships or depression or happiness or whatever, it just goes to show you it's with food, beliefs, your personality. Here's some people love them. They'd like to have a CD or a flash drive of cicadas make a noise to fall asleep to, and other people think they sound like a chainsaw, and they'd rather have a pair of earplugs. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, these bugs are everywhere. Yeah, I like them too. When I get my stuff from Michigan, I'll make some good audio sleeping videos. These, it's perfect here. Oh, do you, Michael? You're not up near Athens, Alabama, are you, Michael? Oh, thank you, Sonia. Okay, yeah, I had a buddy of mine from there. You ever get that Dub's hamburgers? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I like rain. This has a metal roof, but it's not as loud as you would think it would be. Dubs, Dubbs. Maybe it's just one B, Dubs Hamburgers in Athens. No, and there's no mosquitoes down here. I can't figure that out. It's weird. Yeah, Dubs, yep. Yeah, go check it out. They're good. Like, been there for a million years. Really, Faye? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's still quite a ways to Florida. You still got to drive your ass off. I think West Palm Beach is 6 or 7 hours. maybe longer. Oh, do you have some good barbecue? He's talking about Athens, Alabama. Yeah, I like thunderstorms. Yeah, I haven't really got any good ones yet. I'm going to get some good ones, though. I know down here we get a lot of them. There's some big ones over Athens right now, heading southeast. I think they'll move east to me. Yeah, I got to go down there. I'm filing a divorce down there. The guy said I might have to come down there at least once. Yeah, I was reading about a guy that had CTE that died at 33 today. He played for the Broncos. Yeah, I agree, Mystique. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, dream with the wind. I fall asleep a lot of times dreaming I'm flying an airplane in bad weather. Oh, was he a great receiver, Brian? He seemed like a hell of a nice guy. They said he passed out and probably had a seizure and then choked to death. No, I hired an attorney. Mystique, Jeff says that the guide stones were granite. You say they're styrofoam. Which is it? Oh, wow. Oh, 42,000 pounds each. Somebody's full of shit here. No, they're granite, Mystique. Oh, do you, Brian? Or Mark? No, that's all right. It's okay. Oh, okay. Well, how do you... And they blew up Grant? Yeah, Remeron will make you do that too. Mirtazapine. Remeron will make you have really good dreams. Really, Mary? Wow. Huh. I never had a sex dream either. Yeah. Yeah, phone clone. No, I never had one. No, I wish I would. Wish I'd had one. Yeah, I know it. Yep. Oh, that's cool. I've had some weird dreams lately. Good for you, Mark. Yeah, I believe I am. Good for you. Good for you, Julie. So, I have, once in a while you can hear a jet way up high. Like right now I hear one. Oh, wow. No kidding, Simka. Yeah, I like rain too, Sonia. Rita, you put any credence in that dream interpretation? I gave it to her. Yeah. Yep, thanks. Marty, sorry to bother me. I want to make sure Daisy had her flea medication. Oh, it's reverb? That's all right. I bet it's these thunderstorms. I got this Hughes net. No, it's from this. You can see this lightning. I'll show it to you better. This is this Hughes net, which sucks. The satellites, I'm sure this big tropical storm is a big cause of it. You can see it up here. No, it's a storm coming in. You hear me better now? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's this big storm coming in because we got this satellite internet. You guys see these patches? Okay, good. Oh, sound like a robot? Oh, great. Good night, Mary. I hope you have some flying dreams. You're welcome, Mary. Have a good night. Oh, good. Good night, Rita. Yeah, it's this big storm, I think it is. Yeah, I used to have running dreams. I haven't had one of those forever, where you can't run as fast as the people chasing you. Oh, wow, Michael. I haven't had one of those in a long time. No, I never had that dream. Uh-uh. You know, it's so quiet here. You hear these thunderstorms from a long ways away. I might be able to get you a little better view. But maybe. Yeah, reception sucks. Oh, you can see it, Michael? Oh, good. Oh, good. Good night, Salty Girl. Have a good day tomorrow. Oh, good. Glad you can see it. I can hear them coming. They're coming this way. Maybe we will get one. Said only 20% a chance they hit here. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Frisky. How you doing? Yeah, northwest, Julie. Yep. Yeah, lightning, yep. Hey, John. Yeah, fuck yeah, I don't do shit. Nothing really. Another boring day. Yeah, there could be, no, it's real lightning. You can hear a storm, but it's farther away. I mean, it could be, it looks like heat lightning, but there also is a storm coming. So to be honest with you, I can't tell you which one it is because I hear it, but yet it looks like heat lightning. I think it's both. I had to guess. Yeah, boring. Yeah, fucking A. Another jet way up. Plus, I can see. I don't see the stars, so it's getting cloudier. Yeah, I can hear it, but it's a long ways away. But it's so damn quiet here. It's hard to tell how far away it is. You know. I can hear a big jet way up there. 50 years on you. Yeah, jet sucks. I think you're right, Simka. Yeah, you're right. Kind of boring. But like you say, Simka, you know, you lack that zeal, that exciting, and I can't figure out why the Jesus thing hasn't helped pull you out of the throes of despair and boredom. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Now the wind's picking up now, so maybe we'll get nailed. Hope so. Yeah, I can see it's darker clouds when it lights up. See where it's like a 45-degree angle? Hope a big bolt cracks me right between the eyes. The one thing I'll give George is A+ for trees. Man, I never saw so many damn trees. Marty's looking at buying this 500 acres next to us, but they want too much for it. It's been clear cutted. It looks like shit. We'll be dead before the trees are tall like they are here. Are you really? Really good for you. Let me know when you're leaving so you can get me some German porn. They go all out on everything over there. Oh, you can actually see it. I'm glad you can see it. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting the signal on this. Yeah, see, if I had to guess, at least if the track keeps its way like it was, this should move. Let me think about this southeast. Let's see, northwest. This should pass us, but I can't tell. Oh, good. Thank you, Julie. Just take off your Christian hat for a day, or an hour when you buy it for me. Hey, Luna, how you doing? Can you hear that? Can you hear that thunder? Yeah, because now it's getting windier. Hope it's... Oh, I believe it's gonna. Yeah, I think it's gonna be passing me to the a little too far east. Yeah, you're right, Julie. Yeah. But I remember when I was growing up, the teachers they go out west for all summer and all sorts of shit. I mean, they really took advantage, like you think you would when you had applied for a job like that. Can you hear that? Nice out, cooled down quite a bit. Oh, okay, Louisiana girl, good. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Let's see, this is southeast. That would be northwest. I think it's gonna be east of me. No, that's cool, Sharon. I do like storms, yeah. I haven't really got any good ones. I got a chance to house sit in Hilton Head, but as it turns out, they don't really get many hurricanes. And the waves over there are bullshit. No, this thing is getting come right over the house. Oh, good for you, Louisiana girl. Oh, cool, Luna. No, I don't like it. No. I think deer sucks. Oh, interesting, Eliza. Oh, yeah, maybe I eat it then, yeah. Where do you get deer, Louisiana girl? Yeah, there's tons of deer over here. I saw a big doe tonight after I went up to the dollar store. Oh, good for you, SS dipping sauce. Yeah, I can get you the best advice. Yeah, I can get you. Is that all you're gonna do with it? I wouldn't buy a new one. I'd buy a used one because you can get one with load time. Tractors are expensive as hell. That one I drive around is 50 grand without any attachments. There's deer all over here today. Today I saw 5 fawns standing together. Oh wow, Brian, no kidding. Huh. Those are moderators. That means they can get rid of somebody if they're disruptive or make vulgar comments. Now I'm the same way, Julie. How about your husband? No, they're expensive. Those zero turns are expensive. That one we have that it was 15 grand. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Louisiana girl. Frog legs. Yeah, I mean, frog legs are hard to find anywhere anymore. I'd get them if I could. Yeah, I know that sucks, doesn't it, Cheryl? Oh yeah, my friends have a house there, so if you're looking for anything, or feel free to ask me. I can. They've been there a while. You have a good time, Eliza. Yes, he does, Mystique. Yeah, but he's got an uncle that brings his grandson, and they keep him, but they're all like not too big. You're right, type. Yeah. No, you're right, Simp. That makes sense. I didn't know that, but yeah. Now we got another storm coming through closer. This one's closer. Yeah, where are you staying there, Eliza? Yeah, he likes it. Yeah. Good night, Brian. Yeah, people go swimming in it, which I can't figure out to tell you the truth because the water's murky looking. But if you look down at Coligny Beach and South Beach, that's where all the action is. But it's the same beach. Like my friends have in a gated neighborhood, and there's never anybody out there. But I just don't find the water that attractive. It's you can only see 10 inches in it. But if you're just sunbathing and going out to eat at night, it's no big deal. Yeah, walk on the beach and swim in the pool. That's right, boy. It's getting windy. Can you hear that wind? Yeah, it's getting windy, huh? Eliza, there's a place called Something Burrito. I'll get you the name of it. They have the best fresh tacos and burritos you'll ever eat in your life, and it's reasonable. It's expensive to eat in Hilton Head. Oh, okay. Can you hear that thunder? Yeah, it's high dollar. Yeah, it is. Oh, this wind is getting crazy. Bring it on. You know, I think I'm going to move Marty's truck. If this big pecan branch breaks off, it's going to fuck up the roof. Yeah, it's not raining here yet. I wish it would rain. Cool off quite a bit. We got these big, huge, 3 huge pecan trees. They're like 70 feet tall. They have these big ass branches. And when you look at them compared to the tree, they don't look like any big deal. But I bet some of these branches, like the one that was hanging over Marty's truck, I bet it weighs 300 pounds. So rather than have to go through all the bullshit and insurance claim, I just moved it. Yeah, wind's on you, yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really cooled off nice, but it's only like 75. I probably should move my damn van too. No, I don't think the branch could get it. I think I'm gonna move it though anyway. I'm gonna move my van too. I don't need to. You couldn't get it. I looked under there, couldn't reach it. Could have reached Marty's truck though. Yeah. This is a nice night though, I'll tell you that. Moose, huh, Luna? Wow. Bull moose. I open the windows with the air conditioning on when these storms come by. Oh yeah, I believe it was scary. I didn't, but I'm gonna be going there soon, so I will. I'm gonna go there for sure. I did ask Marty, but he didn't mention anything, so I don't think he talked to a guy that knew about it. Excuse me. Yeah, I like that life below zero. I think it's interesting. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you, John. Well, if you read about it, it affects different people in different ways. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I know. There's all sorts of weird shit with that COVID. Hey, Hank, how you doing? Thank you, Simka. Oh, do you? Okay. Now, we'll admit this is pretty cool how you can just sit out here and watch this like this. I didn't have this set up in Michigan. Good night, Luna. Yeah, you have a good night. Yeah, you're right, Simka. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, she is a talented, Jeff. Yeah, I didn't have cable either. Not yet. I will be, Hank. Right, Mystique, yeah. No, Hank, I don't. Nope. No, not so far. I don't. Nope. All right, Julie. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. I think I'm going to sign off. Go in here, make myself a ramen noodle. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night tonight and a good day tomorrow. It's a fun chat. Thank you. It did get ridiculous. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Good night, Type of Rules. All right, Dave. Starting to rain now. Bye, Sonia.